The Indiana Hoosiers are having a record-breaking season at 10-0, and nobody is cheering them on louder than IMPD Officer Omari Stringer. This month on Before the Badge, we take a look at how his journey to law enforcement began on the gridiron.
One of my close friends at school, I saw him in some shoulder pads or whatever getting ready for practice after school. So I was like, I took a flyer home and showed my mom. I was like, I want to play football. And then, just from there it went. She signed me up and I was out there running around.
And just like that, Omari Stringer was hooked, running drills, learning plays, and practicing techniques every chance he got. And it all paid off.
I got recruited as an athlete pretty much, so every school had a different plan for me. So a lot of schools wanted to recruit me as a safety.
With offers from several schools, Stringer had a big decision to make.
I knew for sure I wanted to go somewhere in the Big Ten, so I really liked Minnesota, I really liked Wisconsin, but the one thing that stood out about Indiana, I kind of felt like they treated me more than I was an athlete. They talked to me about life after sport, and they asked me a lot of questions about like, what do you want to do with your future? Like, what are you going to do? Because eventually this is going to end. And just having like those conversations up front, it kind of just gave me like this idea, like these people actually care about me. They think more of me than just a football player. So
Stringer was then off to Bloomington, taking the field as a defensive end for the Hoosiers.
The passion is just deep within me, and I don't know. To me, there's no greater sport.
But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. As Stringer's time at IU wound down, he began to consider his future. The answer came during an IMPD ride-along.
Then I actually found like there's a lot of parallels between college athletics and law enforcement in terms of like resilience and failures, adaptability, high stress moments. So I kind of just felt like, I felt like this would be a smooth transition for me. So I was curious and went with it and it worked. So worked out well for me.
Stringer went through IMPD's Academy in 2019 and is currently a community resource officer for IMPD's Southwest District. He credits football for shaping his mindset and preparing him for the challenges of this career.
Throughout my entire life, I always felt like I was battle tested. And I always felt like, regardless of the circumstances that were thrown in front of me, and just my foundation in general of what football has taught me, and just being raised by a single parent, no task was too tall for me to overcome.
History made on that kneel down.
And with the Hoosiers undefeated so far this season, Stringer says the future is looking bright.
IU historically has been known as not really a football school, more of a basketball school. So to be undefeated and beating the teams the way how they are, it just kind of shows like the work that those players are putting in, the coaching staff, and how well that they were doing. So I'm just grateful for them, and I'm happy. I couldn't be more proud.
Stringer's journey from the football field to the patrol car shows that IMPD officers come from every walk of life, and we are currently looking for people who want to make a difference in our community. IMPD is currently hiring both sworn and lateral officers. You can apply today at joinimpd.indy.gov.